So I'm not gonna lie, I've never really been a huge cat person. This movie made me a little bit more inclined to be a cat person though. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is once again coming from my apartment. Now today we're going to be talking about the film Keanu. No, this is not a biopic about Keanu Reeves' life. It is about two friends who have a cat who gets catnapped and they have to go and do these ridiculous things to try to get the cat named Keanu back. That is the general story. It stars the two very well-known comedians, Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele. I personally had not seen a lot of their stuff. I know they had a show on Comedy Central, and I just personally haven't watched a lot of their stuff. And so I know that they're very funny guys, just not terribly familiar with their work. So going into this movie, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if the comedy was going to hit with me, and for the most part it does. They do a very good job at playing off of each other and getting the laughs in their discussions and just how they react to certain situations. I laughed a lot in this movie, which is the main thing that I wanted to do going into it. The story itself isn't really that terribly enticing. It's more the relationships between the characters is where the real draw is for this movie. Not just between the two main characters, between a lot of these side characters as well. Because you have these two guys, they are very ordinary, they don't really get into trouble a lot, and then they're thrust into this world of crime and they have to try to just fake their way through it and do things which they normally would not end up doing. Just as the chemistry between the two characters, which is really the thing that holds the film together, and just seeing that the fact that they have worked together for so long, it really is brought out in this movie, and it's just an obvious thing when you just see these two guys on screen that know how to work together, and it shows. The action scenes, especially at the very beginning, are actually very cool for me. I know some people have issues with like the slow-mo-iness, and that is a little bit of a thing, but it did look kind of cool. And then the ending to the film, like the last 20 minutes or so, is actually pretty entertaining. I found myself really enjoying those moments, and I felt that a lot of things were wrapped up for the most part. There are some questions which are kind of lingering, but it's not really something which is terribly necessary for me personally. And there's kind of a neat twist, which I did not expect whatsoever with one of the characters, and so that was a neat revelation to see. I felt the ending really tied everything up. If there was something which happened throughout the film, there were consequences for those actions, and I actually kind of liked seeing that and not just seeing people just get off like, you did a good thing, no consequences for you for bad things that you did in the process. So it had a realistic tone in that degree. I don't think that there would be this many people obsessed with a cat that would go through such lengths to keep said cat, because it's a cat. I'm, again, not a cat person, so I don't know the bond that people have with their cats and kittens and stuff, but it just didn't seem terribly realistic in that sense. But this isn't supposed to be a realistic story, so there is that. Guys, I thought that Keanu was a very fine time at the theaters. I laughed a lot. It wasn't the best movie of the weekend, I think, for me. Green Room was the best one I saw. So this is a little bit overhyped, I felt like, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I might have if I hadn't had so much hype going into it. But it is still a fun movie. I definitely say check it out if you have the opportunity, or if you are definitely fans of Key and Peele. You'll definitely enjoy this film because you'll enjoy their comedy. Those are my thoughts on Keanu. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like this film as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Like, fair, comment, and subscribe once again if you still choose. I'd appreciate it immensely. And as always, my good people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.